This is the future. The year is 2035, and we have humans on Mars. In the past several decades, we have orbited the planet, we have landed rovers on the surface, we've taken pictures of sediment and landscape. But this is different. We have boots on the ground, honest to God, people on a different planet. But what's happening to our bodies? How and can we acclimate and adapt under these extreme conditions? That's where my work comes in. I study human physiology and behavior in extreme environments. Now we know that humans can and have adapted to the most challenging environments here on Earth. We see populations living in extreme high altitude in the Himalayas and extreme cold in the Arctic and Siberia. But we as a species never go anywhere alone, so we can't just look at an individual. We have to consider the group and social dynamics, the interpersonal. Now, since we can't study humans on Mars just yet, I worked with the National Outdoor Leadership School, a wilderness and survival school based in Lander, Wyoming, where they send people out on 3-month-long expeditions, where they experience high altitude and cold stress, limited nutritional availability, and new social groups. Now, they depend on these groups for survival, which makes them an excellent analog for future Mars habitation. So we hooked them up to a bunch of equipment and took a series of measurements, including changes in body composition, hormone levels, immune factors, and social dynamics. But importantly, we also looked at energy expenditure. Why does energy matter? Energy is the currency for life. In order to understand how any organism functions or fails to function in an environment, we have to know how they're spending their energy. And we had some interesting findings. We found that individuals that came in with greater social support were more efficient in their energy usage. And those that could report that they could depend on more people for emotional and physical support were likewise more energy efficient. So we don't know what we don't know when it comes to interplanetary habitation, but we can prepare for the complexity we are bound to encounter. So when it comes to Mars, we can't just look at an individual in isolation. We have to consider how we all help and support one another to survive and thrive in what will be the most extreme environment. This is the future. Thank you.
I think it's always exciting to learn all the interesting pastimes our students have outside their work that takes up so much of their time. I'm just going to read you the description that we have of some of Mallika's pastimes. Competitive Olympic weightlifter, Indian classical dancer, artist, and crocheter. Now, I want to know, in the little free time that you have, what do you spend most of your time doing of those four pastimes?
Of those 4 things, I would say probably number 1, gym, and then probably the number 2 thing, which is not on that list, is Netflix.
But you could crochet while you're watching Netflix.
That is true. Productive crocheting.
You're all set. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.